Densky, Mystique.
Hey, what's up?
Any leads on Vargus so far, other than Del Perro on weekends?
Yeah, that's kind of what we came here for, just a permit on that one lead.
We're gonna have to eventually go down to Del Perro, see if we can get some footages, security tapes, see if we can pinpoint his location and what he normally does.
Here's what I'm thinking. Stakeout? Because we don't know when he'll show up. I say we go down there tomorrow night. Wait for him in the morning. We have to go undercover. So no body armor. No suit. No badge. And we'll probably have to pack light weapons.
He said he dug into it a little bit, but we're gonna have to go in, and there's definitely going to be shooting.
Never been a problem with me. Just as long as we don't miss our date for the stakeout, I'm fine.
The Vagos, of the entirety of the Vagos, now know that Vargus is about to be booked, or worse. So by all means, they will do whatever is necessary to protect Vargus.
I was more so thinking that maybe they were using the train system in Los Santos, Blaine County, and Sandy Shores to peddle drugs, maybe weaponry. But what you said could also be the situation.
Class 1s until Class 2s.
Shots fired, 10-13, shots fired, Class 2 fired.
Class 2?
Class 2 has been fired.
Class 2s, Class 2s. I got one of the captains down.
One more captain should be left, one more.
Got his ass.
Go back to the scene. 5 minutes. Look over the captain. See if you can find anything, any sort of information on them.
Oh shit, there's more. Hey boys, I got a Jonathan Santiago over here.
Jonathan Santiago.
That ring a bell at all?
Wait a minute. I remember a couple years back, when I first hopped on Vargas's case, this is the guy, this guy's file was right next to him. I'm talking like, right up there with Vargas.
Okay, yeah, see you there.
What's that about?
Oh, I decided to have a chat with a friend of yours that knew the girl from the car meet. Maybe I can talk myself into becoming, quote unquote, one of the girls, get a little bit closer and more personal, go undercover, and see what really happens with those Vargos lady parties. And I managed to squeak myself in there.
Nice. I managed to get a few storage drives from Burger Shot and Cluck and Bell. I gotta rerun and watch them over, make sure if anything matches the description. If not, we're out of luck. I'm really hoping that whoever this lady is, if it's really is the person he's in cahoots with, that it wasn't false information to throw us off his trail.
I think it's very possible that one of his female companions has a card of his with his name on it. Maybe all of them do. Maybe he gives them to them so they can travel all across Los Santos, making purchases to not leave any digital trail back to him directly. Decoys, if you will.
Keep an eye on those credit card withdrawals and deposits and shit like that. If you find any more of those deposits being made up in Grapeseed, that's where we're headed next. That's if he doesn't show up here on Del Perro tomorrow night.
I can get us a jet, no problem. Wouldn't even have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Okay.
I know people in the IAA.
My agency right here, we can get a freaking helicopter right now.
I don't know if a helicopter's gonna do much for a 2-hour flight up to up to Sandy.
Look, just meet me at LSIA. I think it changed. Both look like idiots.
They have given me permission. I told them I was coming out here. I didn't tell them why, but I did tell them that I needed to use their property for something very minor. They did give us permission to go on without us getting shot.
I thought the O'Neill brothers were dead.
They've got one small surviving cousin who now owns their property. And I did ask that cousin if we could use the property, and he said yes. And so we are going to the O'Neill brothers' farm. Gonna snoop around their property a little bit, see if we can catch any good glimpses of the airfield. Lucky I'm still alive, let alone working on his
Hold
case.
on, hold on. You've been on this case with Vargus for 5 years. You've seen him in person, and you still haven't caught him?
Listen.
You are the worst sergeant I have ever come across.
Listen. Just because I've come face to face with him doesn't mean that capturing him was going to happen. The only reason I came face to face with him is because he captured me, held me captive for almost 2 months. And every time he would come face to face with me, he'd grab 5, 10, maybe 15 of his men and armed, aim 15 AK-47s dead at my head. I made as even one single move towards Vargus and my head would be blown off within seconds.
I've never.
So the next time you decide to call me the worst sergeant ever, Detective Mystique, I'd think about that first.
Well, I've never been captured, so that's all I have to say about that. But there is good news. I have eyes on the airfield, and it seems to be empty.
Good.
Should we roll in now and see what it's about?
Yep. It's the best option we have so far.